So today is Saturday, January 27th, around 11:35, where I have received in shipment this pair of very expensive two clear interior or inner canisters for Growonix water filter system. So this got this block in the way. There it goes. Unfortunately. But this out. Yeah, it's the moment of truth is, does it fit? Will it fit? If it doesn't fit, it will be a huge problem. Silicone. Testing the fit. Okay, that's pretty tight. Securing block. It's filling up, as you can see, interiorly. Pressures are reading 42 because winter time. The spigot is coming off of this. We'll test conductivity. This is 0. Excellent. So it is going through entirely. That's good news. And here is my RO intake. I'll show you the test for that. Open up my RO spigot right here. And shut off my... So now the output comes through here, through the RO. As you can see. And I rinse out the 0 conductivity, although rinse it in this RO input. Now I'm going to turn off the RO. I think you'll see that this RO input is something above 0. It's 5, 4 or 5. Mainly because it's a little bit of backwash from RO that purifies it. My RO output is usually more like 9, but I think that's partly backwashed from. But as you can see, it's not 0, but the RO output is very close to 0. And as a comparison, again, and keep the Pro cover. The Pro cover has some 5 microsiemens conductivity water on it. They're making contaminate a little bit. Something above 0, but as you can see, it'll go down below 4. Yeah, it's actually back to 0 again. This color indicating clear output is going to be adequate. It's going to be adequate. I'm going to go ahead and fill up some jugs here while I'm down here in our water filtration setup. And this is how I fill up the water. Temperatures right now at 12 o'clock on January 27th. Outside temperature, it says 64, but in the basement it's a bit cooler than that. But that will complete my maintenance. More than half the water, 75%, is going through the actual color change indicating matrix resin. So I believe when that thing turns kind of amberish colored, inner canister. So that is a well-functioning DI unit on top of the Growonix GX1000. So this Growonix unit I purchased sometime, I believe, in January of 2021. Put it into service. The purchase price of this unit alone was $985 shipped and taxed. It was upgraded from a GX600 for free at a special deal by Eric from Growonix. But after I purchased that, I did add all the tubing, PEX tubing. Most of the fittings I actually bought from Growonix. A lot of the tubing I bought from Lowe's locally. Some of the locks and such I bought from another store, I believe on eBay. Came out to about $1,420, including an extra big blue canister and interior case DI resin media. I upgraded from 10 by 2.5 inch to this big blue, which is a 10 by 4.5 inch, twice the diameter. That previous DI media resin, nuclear grade, chloramine absorbing, color changing resin, I put into use on July 27th, 2021. That was the first change out of that, or the first time that was put into place. It stayed in place and worked adequately until December of this past 2023. When I returned from my trip to Japan, Korea, I found that the water tasted funky. Had like almost a tap water like taste to it. When I tested it, the conductivity was 0.0, but I determined that the taste, my own taste, was more sensitive than the conductivity meter. Because when I opened it up, the media resin and the big blue, the opaque big blue canister I had initially was almost entirely amber, yellowish, which means that it was almost entirely exhausted. I would estimate 98 to 99% exhausted, which is not good. The initial load of the very expensive, approximately $75 nuclear grade chloramine-removing deionization, cation anion deionization media, which I purchased from this guy in Greensboro, lasted over 2 years. as it turns out, from July 2021, July 27, 2021 to January when I finally changed it out, like a week or so ago. The new nuclear grade chloramine removing deionization resin I put in last week, I put it into that opaque interior canister, tested that it works, got my 9 microsiemen RO output, as you saw, down to 0 adequately. It quenched the remainder of the particulates and solutes to create an electrical condition of 0. No cations and anions detected. The taste of the water was excellent, absolutely clear, neutral, no taste at all, like a cipher. That's the way we like our water, pure and clean. Myth that water should have minerals in it for health is entirely false. Water should be absolutely as clean as possible. Whatever minerals you may get, you can get it all from your food. You don't want it from your water. But more importantly than the mineral idea, because the minerals, in fact, don't hurt you too much, it's the now absolutely proven content of creating this additional resistance here. It backwashes the membrane to clear out whatever solutes remain distally at the membrane. So I'll do that for a couple of minutes, or at least until it reaches that top line, and then I'll get it back to normal. You'll see the pressure drop across here because of the increased resistance there as it backwashes the reverse osmosis membrane. So in any case, the content of our city tap water is repeatedly one of the best in the nation, according to our town's flyer. But it contains radioactive tracers. It contains E. coli, sometimes a big flush of E. coli. It contains bacteria, viruses, possibly other infectious agents. It definitely contains heavy metals, as reported in our annual water report. And most importantly and concerningly, it contains pharmaceutical residuals. People flush down their drugs often instead of just throwing it into the landfill, which is what should be done. But more importantly, people who normally ingest pharmaceuticals normally, they excrete byproducts of that. And that includes, and most damagingly, estrogen products from oral birth control pills and from premenopausal and menopausal agents like Premarin. When that leaches into the water, it damages us. These biological agents are very potent endocrine disruptors, is what they call it. It's been proven that it's in our water. And there are many studies that maybe not prove, but show strong correlations on how it affects humans. Most glaringly, you'll notice that young males nowadays, Y-Gens and Zoomers, have a feminized voice. The typical Zoomer Y-Gen boy has a feminized voice. Y-Gen man has a feminized voice, which was very uncommon in the 80s, 90s, 70s. Also, testosterone levels on multiple studies have been shown to be dropping alarmingly, something like 70-80%. Sperm counts have dropped alarmingly, and some of the fertility drop in all civilized nations, especially in big cities, are probably attributable to the highly estrogenated water supply from pharmaceuticals residual. Those are all the reasons to filter water to a DI, RO-DI level of 0 conductivity. And so this is why I go through this trouble to filter our water. But now I'm done with the backwash. I'm going to change back to normal flow.